Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to CitizenAY, the platform where we speak truth to power. This evening, we are going to talk about a young lady that passed away, Dr. Vwaire Diaso, the caller Ogene for short, from what Adetoun was saying. And from the outset, I want to commend our sister, JustAdetoun, for the great work she's been doing, championing a lot of causes, the rights of the people, trying to speak up for the people. It's fantastic. We need a lot more JustAdetouns. In fact, all of us must become JustAdetoun, literally, in our communities. All of us. And we have the right to do so and the power to do so. And I'm going to explain it to you all tonight. So kudos to you, my sister, for championing this much needed effort to raise awareness about the injustice of how this doctor died a needless death and wasn't given treatment by those who are in government. Those who are in government, they are failing us, the people. But more than that, because we were unaware that we possess the powers of sovereignty, which I will read to you now, JustAdetoun and many others. I'm reading this offhand. I don't need to look at one on the screen because I know that. I know it. I've translated it into Yoruba and into Igbo and Hausa as well, and in Pidgin. But let's start off with the main central words of this constitution. 14.2a speaks and states, 14.2a, section 14.2a of the Constitution of Nigeria. We know the constitution is a fraud, but these powers we can use to hold our governors to account right now. Section 14.2a states, the participation by the people in their government shall be in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. That's what you see scrolling across the screen there. We put the X across this constitution because we know it's a fraud. But those powers there, you can use it. Section 14.2a, please remember that. One more time, I'll read it to you, offer it again. The participation by the people, 14.2a, sovereignty. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. I'm just very passionate about it, so that's why everything was really coming out. But I'm going to say again, section 14.2a. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. It's scrolling across the screen. You can take a screenshot of it and have it on your phone and share it. We need everybody in all our local government, all our communities to have this information. One more time, I'll read it to you. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. 14.2a. The essence of what I'm saying is that we are all sovereigns. For 24 years, we were not, this information was hidden from all of us. Now we are bringing it to attention, and we are hoping that my sister and many others, JustAdetoun and many others, will embrace this information and use it to reach more people within our community, because we need a lot of people who are champions. JustAdetoun is a champion of the people, no doubt about that. And the way she speaks, I commend the effort that you're putting into raising awareness in our communities. Please don't relent. We need more, encourage more people to speak up just like you are doing. And I'm hoping that we can use this to awaken our people. You see, we possess sovereignty collectively in each of our communities. We are sovereigns. And furthermore with that, the second part of this very important thing is for us to become active participants in our governance. And the section 14.2c gives us the right to do so. It states, the participation by the people in their government shall be in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. Now, one of the key things about the provisions of this constitution is that we are what? Sovereigns. We are sovereigns. JustAdetoun, my sister, I would like you to really look at that, and I'm going to try and send this to you on your page, and we can maybe link up and look at how we can do things. I'm not based at home, obviously, but I'm sure nonetheless the work we can do, I'd love to do a live program with you, and we can talk about things on air and bring this information to our people. Like I said, I've translated it into Yoruba, into Igbo, into English and Hausa, into Pidgin and Hausa. So, and there's more that needs to be done, because we need our market women to know this. Let me give an example of what I've done in Yoruba. In Yoruba now, I've translated it. Nípa báyìí, ó ti kéde pé ìjọba jẹ́ ti àwọn ènìyàn Nàìjíríà láti ọ̀dọ̀ ẹni tí ìjọba nípasẹ̀ òfin orílẹ̀-èdè ń gba gbogbo agbára àti àṣẹ rẹ̀. So that is a translation of 14.2a that I just given you in Yoruba. So our market women can confidently use this information to begin to hold those they elect into office to account right now. But we need to be able to get this to our people. This is not about talking anymore. The people need to exercise the powers, the sovereignty they possess. And of course, the second part of it is again in Yoruba. It talks about ìkópa àwọn ènìyàn gbọ́dọ̀ rí dájú ní ìbámu pẹ̀lú àwọn òfin orílẹ̀-èdè yìí. Again, these are things that our people need to know, because it is telling them that the powers that they possess, they must be able to use it in accordance with the Constitution. And what are those powers? They are sovereigns. These are the things we need to bring. So you see, I've done that right now in Yoruba. I've done the English and the Yoruba. There's the Igbo one and the Hausa one. I'm not very good at that, but I will share it later on. But please get in touch. I will get in touch with you, no doubt about that, because there is a lot of work. I see the passion and the fire in you to really help the people, and we need more of you, more people like yourself to stand up within all our communities. And we need to show them this information to make them to know they have the power. Our active participation in our governance on a daily basis, monitoring what they spend and the monthly allocation. We need to keep an eye to begin to question them on the monthly allocation. Federal Account Allocation Committee give a monthly allocation to every local government area. I have those information that I want everybody in all local government areas to be able to have access to. You can do that as well. I've shown it on my platform, CitizenAY. I've shown you how to go and access it, but I'm happy to share that again. Again, we'd like to discuss this with JustAdetoun when the time is right. But right now, let's listen to her. I know I've waffled a little bit, but please take a screenshot of what is going across the screen. It's very important information for every community. Let's listen on now. Let's listen to JustAdetoun.
Of Nigeria, my name is JustAdetoun. First of all, I'd like to sympathize with the family of Diaso-We, and I'd like to sympathize with the Nigerian Medical Association for the loss of one of your young, vibrant, beautiful, promising medical doctor who just lost her life due to negligence. It is so bad and it's so painful, but one thing I always tell we citizens is the only thing that we have as citizens is our voice. Nobody should be subdued, nobody should be compressed, nobody should join any form of fraternity that you will swear oath of allegiance that you people would not be able to speak about the ill treatment of the government on citizens. Now, looking at what killed Ogene is just a simple issue of fraternity. Why? These doctors and civil servants, people who work in government offices, are made to swear oath of allegiance. You go to hospitals, you see things that you should speak out and voice out about, but because you have sworn oath of allegiance, they are not able to talk. They see a lot, they undergo a lot of maltreatment, but they are not able to talk. Legally, this issue has to be addressed. We are in a generation where people need to lend their voice and continuously speak. The government should not see people speaking as against them.
Fantastic. Fantastic. That is where this Constitution 14.2a and 14.2c, our job is to monitor the government. Our job collectively as sovereign is to monitor our government and hold them to account. So that is what she's speaking to there. And I wanted to just interject there. But let's listen to her. Please share this information as we're getting it. Really, really important. Great job, JustAdetoun. Great job. Let's carry on.
Rather as a checkmate on them. Because this is a composition of rogues and thieves and people who they will do everything to loot public funds. Now, please, I want to beg you citizens of the Federal Republic of this country, particularly in Lagos State, if you know that truly you are a mother, you will only help me with one. Either you are going to pray or you are going to swear. One is, tí èpè ará ò bá mọ́yàn, tí ọ̀sán ò bá jà ẹ́, ó lè la èpè ajo alẹ́ kọjá. Àwọn aláàfáà àtàwọn pásítọ̀ tẹ́ kó jọ, tó máa gba àdúrà, tó máa ń bá yín re, ẹjọ́ continue. Now, doctor died. There is a lady called Adenike Adekanmi. You are a doctor. She's the one in charge of Lagos State Infrastructure Agency. Everybody, I want you to help me give her what belongs to her. Except you did not give birth to your own children or a woman did not give birth to you. What? These medical experts have been complaining for 5 good years. People are complaining for 5 good years about this lift. Doctors are fetching water from the ground floor and they have to put water in the lift and go all the way to the 9th and the 10th floor. Ibijoke, the first lady, you came there. All you went there to do is to be telling them that you are setting up an inquiry, an investigation panel. Why are you people so inhuman with your positions? Why are people so inhuman? Because you attempt political positions and you blank out as if you are not dealing with human beings. Now,
I'm just going to pause it there. I love the passion as ever. I've stated that. JustAdetoun, my sister. I hope you permit me to say that. What is really important is we need to make sure that that passion is steered in the right direction. That is to make people know that they are sovereigns. So please, all of us that you're watching, know that you are sovereign, because 14.2a states, and I'll keep saying again, sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. I'll say it one more time. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. That means that you are a sovereign. You have the power to monitor your government, to hold them to account. 14.2a, 14.2b states, the participation by the people in the government shall be in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. And that is very, very important. The provisions give you the powers to participate in your governance, because why? You are a sovereign. As a sovereign, you have the right to hold your governor to account on any issues that you deem fit as citizens. But most importantly, it has to be done collectively. So I'm just adding more to what JustAdetoun is saying here. But let's listen on to her. No, a great job so far. Go ahead.
You went there, Ibijoke. You stood right in front of the escalator only, and you walked away after addressing the doctors. You could not even go around the facility, and you call yourself a mother. Now, these doctors are complaining that there are a lot of rooms that they have electrical faults. So very soon, we might as well hear that medical doctors have been electrocuted. Now, they are complaining that several rooms, I am going to attach receipts. If a first lady and that medical director, people were perambulating eye service, so walking around with the first lady, you could not take her to where your problems are. This is very, very inhuman. Now, they said that the ceilings are bad. They said that the walls are breaking. They said that they have rodent infestation. These doctors complained that there are no light for weeks. And when they complain, people will tell them that you people are not even grateful that they gave you accommodation. Really? Wow. But you are living in a state house. Your commissioners are living in houses. Meanwhile, all of you are working for the government. So some people should be emotionally and mentally brutalized because they call themselves medical experts.
You see the point, that everything that she's stating is just exactly as it is. One more thing, again, I will reiterate. We must begin to exercise our powers as sovereigns to actively participate in our governance, monitoring our governance on a daily basis, collectively. She's doing this, fantastic. We need more people to join in this, in raising this alarm and using the powers. We can teach people in our community about these powers and how they can come together. Incidentally, I take this opportunity to ask each and everyone watching, if you are not a member of a local community association, join. Make sure that they have a copy of the section 14.2 and 14.2c on the walls of each of the local community associations, because that is where you will share the powers, and collectively you can hold your local government chairman, state and assembly, House of Reps, senators, even the governors. You can hold them to account, and you remind them. You call town hall meetings, and at the town hall meetings you read out this section 14.2a that states sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. And you let them know. We are letting you know this because we, the citizens, after 24 years of being kept in the dark by the government and the system and the religion and tools of oppressions, we now know our rights, and we are the sovereigns, and you must bow to our needs. We want infrastructure. You must give us. You will be accountable to us because you are answerable to us. That is what we need to do. So this information that you see going across the screen, it is of vital importance that every local government area, over 774 local government areas, begin to share this information in Yoruba, in Igbo, in Hausa, in English, in Pidgin, and whatever else language. Really important. Again, supporting the work that JustAdetoun is doing here, because she's doing a fantastic job. I just could not resist anymore. I've been watching for some time. I've been a fan for quite a while. But this just tops it all, and it just says, no, now is the time for us to actually, merge our efforts and to be able to get our people to really, stand up collectively. We need to be monitoring our government. Our role is to monitor the government. Whatever promise they make, if they don't fulfill it, our role is right there to stand there as sovereigns and hold them to account. Let's listen now to Adetoun.
They don't deserve amenities. Why commissioners deserve amenities? Professor Abayomi, you have been in the know of this atrocity. You have been in the know that students have been complaining. Now, faculty manager, you cannot deny that. We will do everything possible to ensure that all of you are brought to book, because you people killed that girl. Now, supervisor Mr. Charles, Adenike Adekombi, there are proofs that they have complained to you. If Jide Sanwo-Olu tell people that you want to set up inquiry, it is all lies. The medical director is in charge of budget and planning. What money have you allocated for fuel? What money have you allocated for maintenance? This medical doctor said they have been complaining about the same issue back to back. Sometimes they will come and seal up the lift for 2 weeks. Sometimes they will come and it took you people over 1 hour, because you were trying to shield the matter from being in the public face. So it was not important to you. I wrote everything down when I visited. Everything they complained about, I wrote it down. You people were more concerned about the public attention the case was going to bring. You people were not concerned about the girl. That girl was laid in the ward to die there. No CPR. They couldn't even check her blood pressure or anything up until that girl died. And you people call yourself human beings, and you people think that karma will not catch up on you. If karma does not catch up on you today, karma will catch up on your children. This is not a cause. This is what you plant. It is whatever you sow that you will reap. And this is just inhuman. Why do we have to lose before we begin to pay attention? So which inquiry do you people setting up? Which panel? Who do you people want to investigate? You want to investigate the staff that you are paying salary. Hey, they beru along, you these politicians. Hey, they beru along, you these politicians. For once, can't you people even behave like parents and not politicians? And at least...
I'm sorry, JustAdetoun. The words that you say for them to have fear of God or to and think of themselves as parents, they will not do it. Because their job, as far as they're concerned, they can make you empty promises. And we have never held them to account before. Now we must begin to do so. They need to know that we are on their tail. We are watching their every move. This Section 14.2A and 14.2C gives us the power to do so. We need to teach that in every community. I'm even saying we should have to be teaching the primary school kids about this information. Primary school, secondary school, universities, adult education, women, our market leaders, our farmers, vulcanizers, they need to have this information to begin to hold those we elect into office to account on a daily basis. Our active participation in government means that we are monitoring the government. Our role is to monitor the government. If they're erring, we bring them back to where they are to meet our needs. That's what we're saying. But let's listen on to Adetoun. I love the passion that she's speaking with this. And that's why you heard me saying Ashewa. Ashewa. I'm saying it because it is really important to understand. Please, we must all be aware from here on. We are sovereigns. We have the power to hold our governor to account. We must begin to use it. Let's go forward. Listen more to JustAdetoun here.
Look at the common necessities that people deserve and give it to them. This matter, anywhere the medical experts are going to, I will make sure that I follow them back to back. Bone to bone, energy, support, everything in all forms. And if you are a lawyer out there and you are a medical personnel out there, I am pleading with you, come out and fight this cause. You people must rise up to your right. You people must rise up to justice. These people should not continue to take us as fools, because citizens are not fools. How will people be complaining about, well, help me, help me. Why die? These people that have listed their name, Professor.
JustAdetoun, I hear your call. As a concerned citizen, as a citizen who passionately believes in our people, in our rights as sovereigns. I'm hearing your call. and I'm giving you this information that I'm sharing that's going across the screen that you can take and we can run with collectively in all our communities. And in the name of this doctor that passed away, Dr. Vwaire Diaso, may her soul rest in peace. In her name, she mustn't die in vain. And as many others, there are many people who are dying in vain because we're not exercising the powers of sovereignty that we possess that is going across the screen. I need you all to memorize it. You need to memorize it, begin to use it in your local communities. And every month, be calling a meeting with your local government chairman, state house of assembly members, house of reps, and senators. And they must attend because you elect them into office. It is you electing them into office that gives them those positions. And those positions, they're there to serve you. And you have to be reminding them on a monthly basis that sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. Which means that you are telling them not to forget that they're there to serve you, the people. And you are actively monitoring them through your active participation in the government. That states the participation by the people in the government shall be in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. That is what we must do on a daily basis across all over 774 local government areas. So I'm with you 100%, JustAdetoun, my sister. I'm with you 100%, 1000% in fact. But let's listen on. We just this young lady here, full of life and needless death. We need to begin to hold our governors to account using the powers of sovereignty that we possess. I just wanted just to add that. Let's carry on and listen to JustAdetoun.
To Abayomi, if it is swear for them. If it is prayer, if what they have done in the past 5 years, if it deserves prayer, give them the prayer. Adenike, Adekombi, if it is a prayer, people should help me give her. If you kill a child because you are in a position that you can do and you refuse to do, your own pikin self go die. Ọ̀rọ̀ yín ò gba àdúrà. Mi ò lè torí pastor politician kankan gba àdúrà 20 seconds. Torí èpè, bí èpè, let deserve. All the ashi, supervisor chance, they say you self you don't even come work again. They say you no come work. Dr. Vwaire, medical director, all of una go collect. Bí èpè, bí àdúrà, people should give it to them. Because this young girl is supposed to travel to Canada.
It is only by our active participation in governance that this can stop. I understand the passion that is being spoken with, that JustAdetoun was speaking here. And it needs to be said, but we need to back it with action. And the best, clearest action is to exercise our sovereignty as a collective sovereignty as citizens, exercising that sovereignty collectively, holding our government to account. They have to come to meetings. You demand that the state house of assembly member of that local government area comes in, the state house, the local government chairman, the house of reps, they come to the meeting and they need to listen to what the people are saying. And we have the power. We are reminding them that we are the sovereigns and they are there to serve us. And everybody in the community must be part of this process. So JustAdetoun, my sister, I know it's a big ask. We haven't met before, but I'm just saying this, not just to yourself alone, and anybody that passionately believes in the providing good governance. That role is what we sovereigns must take on wholeheartedly, without question, in our communities. And we are here to help you to learn the tools you need to be able to hold your governor to account. We are giving you those tools, and we will even talk you through how you can do it community by community. But we need to work together. So it is of immense importance. But let's listen on to JustAdetoun here.
Now people have cut the family dreams short. You have cut her life short because what you could have done, you could not do it. What does it take to fix? You people have an agency that is in charge of this. Sanwo-Olu, Obimo tie o. Oka mama si Xavier school o. Eberu Ọlọ́run politician. You people should fear God. But you see this one, anywhere we follow people back to back on this case. If you are a medical director, no sleep o. If it does not affect you today, every day na die. If you don't die of talking, you will die of medical negligence. You will die of corruption. One thing will keep us for this country if we continue to keep quiet. And me, no, let them.
That is why we mustn't be quiet. That is why I so love this passion. JustAdetoun, thank you for speaking up. You are a true champion. Please don't give up. Don't relent. We are supporting you 100%. We need to link up and chat, and really, I can see a lot of things we can do with this project if we get it off the ground. And it's all about the people. Believe you me, it's all about the people and raising their awareness and giving them the confidence to believe that they are sovereign, which it states in the document there. All you need to do is to take a copy of that and start sharing it in all your businesses, everywhere. Paper this information, let everybody have it all over their phones, all over the businesses, so that everybody will know their rights and hold those they elect into office to account. That is where we'll make the change. And we need to monitor everybody in governance on a daily basis. The time where we're going to go and pray in the church and may God let it come into your mind, or go to a mosque, that time is over. Now, we use the powers of sovereignty that we possess that states sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all these powers and authority. We need to demonstrate, use those powers on a daily basis, because it says the participation by the people in their governance shall be in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. Section 14(2)(c). We have those powers. And the provisions guarantees states that we are indeed sovereigns. As a sovereign, we have the right to hold our governors to account. Let's begin to use those powers in every community from today. So I hope, JustAdetoun, my sister, you will gladly join me in this. I've got it on the screen there. I'm going to try and tag you, and hopefully you will see it and we can link up, because there is a lot of work to do. We need more people who are going to speak up for our people. The more of us that are speaking up, the more we will achieve. People will be able to use these powers. Very, very important. I really ask you. I urge you. 1 second, please. 1 second. Yeah. So, like we're saying, just to do a roundup, let's hear JustAdetoun again. She's doing a fantastic job. Let's just hear again.
Me already because my child can become a victim tomorrow.
Benny.
This country, we are in it together. That yes. This Nigeria will not be great. Why are you people so inhuman with your positions? Why are people so inhuman? Because you attempt political positions and you blank out as if you are not dealing with human beings. Now, you went there, Ibijoke. You stood right in front of the escalator only, and you walked away after addressing the doctors. You could not even go around the facility, and you call yourself a mother. Now, these doctors are complaining that there are a lot of rooms that they have electrical faults. So very soon, we might as well hear that medical doctors have been electrocuted.
Exactly.
Now, they are complaining that several rooms, I am going to attach receipts. If a first lady and that medical director, people were perambulating eye service, so walking around with the first lady, you could not take her to where your problems are. This is very, very inhuman. Now, they said that the ceilings are bad. They said that the walls are breaking. They said that they have rodent infestation. These doctors complained that there are no light for weeks. And when they complain, people will tell them that you people are not even grateful that they gave you accommodation. Really? But you are living in a state house. Your commissioners are living in houses. Meanwhile, all of you are working for the government. So some people should be emotionally and mentally brutalized because they call themselves medical experts. They don't deserve amenities. Why commissioners deserve amenities? Professor Abayomi, you have been in the know of this atrocity. You have been in the know that students have been complaining. Now, faculty manager, you cannot deny that. We will do everything possible to ensure that all of you are brought to book because you people killed that girl. Now, supervisor, Mr. Charles, Adenike Adekombi, there are proofs that they have complained to you. If Julius Sanwo-Olu tell people that you want to set up inquiry, it is all lies. The medical director is in charge of budget and planning. What money have you allocated for fuel? What money have you allocated for maintenance? This medical doctor said they have been complaining about the same issue back to back. Sometimes they will come and seal up the lift for 2 weeks. Sometimes they will come and it took you people over 1 hour because you were trying to shield the matter from being in the public face. So it was not important to you. I wrote everything down when I visited. Everything they complained about. I wrote it down. You people were more concerned about the public attention the case was going to bring. You people were not concerned about the girl. That girl was laid in the ward to die there. No CPR. They couldn't even check her blood pressure or anything up until that girl died. And you people call yourself human beings, and you people think that karma will not catch up on you. If karma does not catch up on you today, karma will catch up on your children. This is not a cause. This is what you plant. It is whatever you sow that you will reap. And this is just inhuman. Why do we have to lose before we begin to pay attention? So which inquiry do you people are you people setting up? Which panel? Who do you people want to investigate? You want to investigate the staff that you are paying salary. Hey, they beru alone, you these politicians.
1 sec, please. Yes, so let's listen a bit more to Adetoun. As I said, she's someone I admire very much for forthrightness in fighting for just cause. We just need to begin to use the Section 14.2 and 14.2c to hold our people, governors to account. All of us, every single citizen must exercise their sovereignty collectively, critically collectively. Active participation in our governance is a must from here on.
Hey, they beru alone, you these politicians. For once, can't you people even behave like parents and not politicians? And at least look at the common necessities that people deserve and give it to them. This matter, anywhere the medical experts are going to, I will make sure that I follow them back to back. Bone to bone, energy, support, everything in all forms. And if you are a lawyer out there and you are a medical personnel out there, I am pleading with you, come out and fight this cause. You people must rise up to your right. You people must rise up to justice. These people should not continue to take us as fools, because citizens are not fools. How will people be complaining about, well, help me, oh, help me. Why die? I be Adura. These people that have listed their name, Professor Abayomi, if it is swear for them. If it is prayer, if what they have done in the past 5 years, if it deserves prayer, give them the prayer. Adenike, Adekombi, if it is prayer, people should help me give her. If you kill a child because you are in a position that you can do and you refuse to do, your own pikin self go die. Ọ̀rọ̀ yín ò gba àdúrà. Mi ò lè torí pastor politician kankan gba àdúrà 20 seconds. Torí èpè, bí èpè, let deserve. All the ashi, supervisor chance, they say you self no even come work again. They say you no come work. Dr. Vwaire, medical director, all of una go collect. Bí èpè, bí àdúrà, people should give it to them. Because this young girl is supposed to travel to Canada. Now people have cut the family dreams short. You have cut her life short because what you could have done, you could not do it. What does it take to fix? You people have an agency that is in charge of this. Sanwo-Olu obimo tie o. Oka mama si Xavier school o. Eberu Ọlọ́run politician. You people should fear God. But you see this one, anywhere we will follow people back to back on this case. If you are a medical director, no sleep o. If it does not affect you today, every day na die. If you don't die of talking, you will die of medical negligence. You will die of corruption. One thing will keep us for this country if we continue to keep quiet. And me,
we must no longer be silent. Silence is no longer an option. We need to exercise the powers of sovereignty that we possess, that is growing across the screen. Please, as you're watching, take a copy of those powers. Take a screenshot. Please, of course, as well, you need to subscribe to CitizenAY on the screen. You see, subscribe, the red button there. Subscribe to CitizenAY, hit the notification button, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe, hit the notification button, give us a thumbs up. Help us reach more people. We really need your support. It's very, very important. Please continue. The message is this: we must begin to actively participate in our governance. So help us share this broadcast. Let's carry on. Listen to JustAdetoun doing a fantastic work here. Let's carry on.
Because my child can become a victim tomorrow.
Indeed.
This country, we are in it together. That this Nigeria will not be great.
So that is what we're saying. So what she said there is perfect, but Nigeria will only be great if we all actively participate in our governance. We have to be very aware as citizens that our role is to hold our governors to account. We must actively monitor them. We must hold them to account using Section 14.2 and 14.2c of the Constitution. So I want to say great work to Adetoun for the work she's done here. Kudos to her. I'll tag her in this broadcast. It's going to be shared on Facebook and on YouTube. Please, above all, don't forget to go and subscribe to CitizenAY on YouTube. Help us grow the platform. We really need your support. I'll be doing more broadcasts on a range of issues, but these are the kind of things we need to do. From here on, the citizens must hold their governors to account. So please, help us share the message, help us reach more people. You are, of course, watching CitizenAY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Here's what you need to do as a quick reminder. Go ahead and subscribe to CitizenAY. Subscribe, hit the notification button, give us thumbs up, help us reach more people. We really need your support in doing that. So one more time, what we need to do is go ahead, subscribe to CitizenAY. Subscribe, hit red button, notification button, and give us a thumbs up. We really appreciate you. And kudos again, once again, to Adetoun, the passion for the commitment to the people, to hold the government to account is clear on the face of JustAdetoun here. And kudos to her. Condolences to the family of Late Dr Vwaire Diaso. May her soul rest in peace. But we mustn't allow this to continue. It could be next day. It could be anybody, any one of us, children. Tomorrow I'll be doing a program that's coming from Ondo State, but it'll be in Ondo TV Radio. So watch out for that. But for now, I want to thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe to CitizenAY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Help us share this podcast. You're of course watching CitizenAY, the platform where we speak truth to power, and keep it locked on. CitizenAY. Thank you.